Next, a Shelby County mother and nurse who has never been in trouble with the law was made a criminal in a matter of minutes.
And the people who made the mistake, well, they should have known better. Pam Elliott of 2 News Investigates looks at the damage done by those you least suspect and what has resulted.
You trust public safety officials to protect you, not ruin your reputation. But the failure of a sheriff to double check before a news conference has proved costly.
You just work so hard, to make a good life, to be a good person.
Christine Hughes can't keep from crying when asked about a careless error that changed her life.
We were sitting here watching TV and I was doing schoolwork and my phone just started going off.
Hughes didn't know that earlier that Friday during a news conference, the Shelby County Sheriff's Office had used her photo in a lineup of women convicted of welfare fraud. Hughes has never even been arrested.
There's people in North Carolina that saw it.
How do you know?
One of our babysitters' family member had called her and said, we knew, we saw this, we knew who she was.
Right away, Hughes called the sheriff's office and a dispatcher sent a deputy to her home.
He didn't know why he was here, really. And so I told him what happened. He goes, well, we don't come to these kind of houses for this kind of crime. And I said, no, because it's not me, it's not me on there. And he was very apologetic, and he tried to call the department again.
I received a call that night at about 11:30 from one of
Chief Deputy James Fry sat down with me, despite the fact that the mistake is now the subject of a lawsuit. Fry is not named in it, but Sheriff John Lenhart and civilian Patrick Goldschmidt are. Goldschmidt is the employee who pulled Hughes's photo from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles and wrongly connected her to a welfare fraud case. The sheriff's office tells me it turns out there are actually 3 women in Shelby County named Christine Hughes. Are you embarrassed by this?
Obviously. But at the same time, we will stand up when we do something right, and we'll also stand up when we do something wrong.
Goldschmidt was given a written reprimand and a 2-day unpaid suspension. The sheriff's office has also changed its policy. From now on, 2 sworn officers, detectives actually working the cases, will check photos before they are shared.
I think we did everything in our power to correct it. We realized that we made a mistake. We have fixed it.
Well, maybe not completely. Searching the web for Christine Hughes, Shelby County, I was able to find this article just last week from a newspaper in Washington State. It shows the photo with the wrong Christine Hughes pictured above the sheriff's head. I also found a photo of the right Christine Hughes. It was on the website for the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction.
Would anything make this right?
I don't know how you get rid of it. When I'm done with school, I'll have to apply for jobs. They do advanced searches. All that stuff's still on the internet.
Chief Deputy Fry did send a letter of apology to Christine Hughes weeks after the news conference. She says she has yet to hear from the sheriff himself. Right now, on our website, WDTN.com, you'll find a discussion with our web expert about what can be done if your name and picture ever are misused on the internet. Pam Elliott, 2 News Investigates.